So the stats are out, and I'm not exactly too surprised about them because they were generally following along what I assumed would be their BSTs, which Azura has, I believe, 150 if I added her neutral stats together correctly, and the ranged dancers all have right around 140. That's kind of just falling in line with dancers in general and adding that extra little ranged bit in there, reducing their BST because of the fact that they are a ranged unit. However, their low BSTs isn't the thing. It doesn't make them bad whatsoever because that's not their job, okay? They're dancers. That's their job. Just the fact that they have the skill to sing and dance alone makes them a good unit. They could have literally 1 point in every single stat across their everything. And they would still be a good unit because they have something unique to only them. So, talking only about BSTs would be wrong in this case. We have to think about their overall utility. For example, Azura here, and being the only one with a legendary weapon, of course, has 16 might. Holy shit. And it gives essentially Rally Spectrum, which is a better moniker than I think like Foe Fury 3. Because the legendary weapon here gives a legitimate buff. It's similar to like the rallies or hones or what have you, so it's just easier to call it Rally Spectrum. Inigo has the Dancer's Ring. Bear in mind, everybody else's weapon is also inheritable. So if you want to give this 12 might tome to somebody else, maybe a supporting green mage or something, which has Breath of Life attached to it, you could totally do that. And that might actually be pretty fucking cool. You can see he's got Gale Dance 3 and Hone Attack, which synergize pretty well, but you can also do similar things with other builds. These dancers in particular are primarily built and obviously show that they are support units. They are meant to dance, they are meant to get extra value out of said dance, and go from there. Olivia, being a more supportive dagger unit, which is interesting because most dagger units are more for like setting up follow-up damage. She can do a lot. She's got a lot of tools in her kit. Not only does she do the regular dagger effect with the reduction in defense and resistance, but she can also help support the team at the exact same time with Breath of Life. So that's pretty cool. Her defense is low, her resistance is, however, high. Distant defense allows her to tank things a lot better, especially magic. Blaze Dance there is pretty cool because I know a lot of people use Blade Tomes, and they use dancers to buff those Blade Tomes further. That could be used as a synergy if you're not already doing Cavalry Blade Tomes. Shigure, another weapon that can be inherited to somebody, also has the Breath of Life attached to the weapon, kind of giving a little bit more utility to their ability to attack in the first place, which is nice. So if you attack with a dancer, you don't necessarily feel like you're losing value on said dancer because you can utilize them in different ways. Geyser Dance being the dance ability that buffs 2 stats rather than 1. That one's probably both stats just as a coverall, because it would be probably really difficult to utilize either just defense or just resistance, especially just resistance. And he kind of comes in with Blue Tome Valor because reasons. Neat. If you are a fan of grinding and grinding efficiently, efficiently, fucking A. What? I am trying to combine 2 words here out of fucking nowhere. What the hell? But yeah, if you're a fan of that, all power to you. There's your boy right here for grinding blue tomes. But overall, I want to point out real quick that the only thing that surprised me was Azura. If she gets an attack boon, her attack will reach 50 fucking 1. Let me just point that out. Holy shit. Although, if she does have an attack boon, that means she will either have 34 speed or lower, so that's generally average. Nothing too painful, but it's something you can work with at least. So, Azura could legitimately become a actual DPS character on your team with the added utility of having dance despite low BST. Just wanted to point that out, that there's insane value to be had here. Generally, all of the dancers in this banner are like average speed, high resistance, so that's not surprising. So yeah, once the stats came out, it didn't really change my opinion that much. I think Inigo has maybe a little bit too much HP. Those precious stat points could be used elsewhere. Everybody except for Azura, don't expect them to be overwhelmingly powerful, because that's not their job. They're meant to support your team, essentially. So if you already did well using dancers on your team in the first place, you'll do even better with these new dancers. If you never needed one, if the thought never crossed your mind, oh man, I wish I had like a better dancer or a different dancer, chances are you're just fine not pulling from the banner. I would actually, due to the fact that it is confirmed that this is a limited banner and these units won't be coming back once the banner's over, I would say just kind of ease your way into it. You got 30 days to think about it. I would say for any of you guys that are genuinely interested to just kind of summon until you get one of the dancers and then just kind of maybe stay off that. I wouldn't try to fish too hard for Azura due to the fact she shares a color with Inigo, and he can definitely cock block you super hard. Not saying he's a bad character, but just, I'm probably going to pass. I never really needed dancers in the first place. Except for Azura, all of these guys are just, you know, good enough. Azura could be pretty insane due to the fact that I realized her attack boon could be... Oh, fuck. But yeah, good luck on your pulls, guys.